Hey everyone, this would be part two of how my addiction started. My drug of choice was heroin. But in this video, I will tell you how I got started on it. Now, I am not perfect by any means. And I wrote down my whole story. Not the whole story. Some of my story right here. Just so I have an idea of how I'm going to say my story. Like I said, there's going to be haters, but that's just how people are nowadays anyway. And I also, before I start my story, I'm going to tell you all thank you for who's supporting me right now. On this whole channel, the YouTube channel, I am so glad that I have so many supporters on all of this. So, here it goes. When I was 15, the summer of 2006, I met this guy walking down the street. We hit it off just like that. Now I thought he was the love of my life. Me being 15, he was everything I wanted. When I was 15, of course. But, okay, so we got together and we were together for about 2 months. And in this process, he was saying he was in recovery and that he had to go to jail for prior issues. And to me, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to be by your side. I wrote him every day. I waited for him until he got out. Well, when he got out, he had no place to go. So my mom let him stay with us. Now, we weren't allowed to sleep in the same bed. So I had him in my room and I was just on the couch. But I sat there waiting for him and wrote him every day, was there when he called, waited on him hand and foot. So what happened was, after he got out though, he turned into a monster. The guy that I didn't even recognize anymore. So one day, he took off, and he didn't return all day. He came and picked me up that night, and I looked into his eyes, and I realized something. That he was just not himself. He was snappy, his eyes were pinned. He looked like the devil. It was the devil in disguise, honestly. So, we went and got drunk that night. And he brought me into the bathroom. And I remember this clear as day. He brought me into the bathroom. He pulled out a little lottery packet. And he said it was cocaine when I asked what it was. And me being drunk, I really didn't notice the color. So I just did it. I was like, hey, I'll just fit in with him, whatever. Not thinking anything of it. And I ended up puking that whole rest of the night. So then the next time I tried it, which was a few weeks after, I was sitting in his friend's car, and him and his other friend went and stole something out of a neighbor's yard. And as we were driving, he was telling me that when I did stuff in the bathroom with that one night, it was heroin. It wasn't coke. And I just looked at him like, why would you lie to me? Like, why? And then, so as we proceed to go down to Detroit, we had this smelly ass lawnmower in the fucking back. And he's like, here, do it again. Okay, so my dumbass did it again. So And after that turning point, I realized that he was completely turning into someone that I didn't know. I wanted to fit in with him, so I just kept doing it with him. And then when I turned 16, I moved out with him. That's when the physical abuse started coming. He used to beat the shit out of me. I wasn't allowed to talk to nobody. I was not allowed to have no friends. If I left, it was only to go to my parents' house, and I would find out he was fucking other girls behind my back. And he abused me mentally, physically. He shot me up for the first time. And it felt like that was love to me. So when he would do these things, he would say sorry after hitting me, and I'd forgive him and go running right back to him. And I was so addicted by then that's how I thought love was supposed to be like. That's how I thought how he loved me so much that of course he wouldn't let nothing happen to me. But when the abuse started coming, I was still mentally ill at that point, where I'd still allow it, and I would allow it. But I couldn't believe how fast it turned. And I don't blame him for my addiction. And I will never do that, because I could have said no. But I also wanted to have friends, and I wanted to think that he actually cared about me, when really he didn't. Anyways, I will tell you more after this video. I will make another one tomorrow. Like and share this. I'm not done with all of my story yet, so just give it time. I'm new to this whole YouTube thing. Alright, thank you. Bye.